show you how you can import the template for the Canvas course that we're going to use for next year to your own Canvas. So the first thing you have to do is just go and log into your Canvas. If you're not sure where to find it, you can go to gisc.org. And then once you get to the page, you're going to have to go to the staff tab, where you're going to be able to find a directory. And on the directory, you're going to find Canvas LMS. So you click on Canvas LMS, and it's going to ask you to log into your account. If it's your first time, it's going to ask you your GISC credentials. If not, it's going to take you straight away like it did with mine. So as you can see, I was already signed in. So it took you to my dashboard. The dashboard, it's the main board where you're going to find all the courses that you have assigned or that you already created. So in order to import the template, the first thing you have to do is start a new course. And you're going to find that button on your right side panel where you're going to click Start a New Course. It's going to ask you to put a template. I will say create your own personal folder where you can start working with your own lessons and modules, and then you can import them once we start school. So I'm going to call it my personal folder. And I'm going to create the course. And what it's going to do is going to open that course that right now it doesn't have anything. So if you want to create new things, you just create the module of the add the existing content. Since we already have a template, and the template it's in the Commons. The Commons, it's like the big library for the whole district. What you're going to do is you can import that from the Commons. So you're just going to click on the right side, import from Commons. And you're going to get to the main page. On the main page where it says search, you can find it by the title, or you can type my last name, that is Pernalete, that it will be Pernalette, because I was the one that made the template. So once you type my name, you're going to be able to see different pages and modules that I created already. What you can do is you can filter that search and just click on the one that says templates. That way you can see only the templates that I've created. So right now you can see that I have some of them. And what you're going to do is you can click on the one, find the one that says elementary course template. And you're going to click on the blue link for it. And once you click on that blue link, it's going to open what the template has. You're going to go to your right side where it says import download. And you're going to just click on that button, and another menu is going to open. On this menu, as you can see, I have a long list. You might have only one because it will be your own course that you created. I'm going to find the one that I title my personal folder because that's where I want to put this template. And I'm just going to click on it, check mark, and then import into the course. Once it is imported, it's going to show you this green bar that it says that you have successfully started the import. Sometimes Canvas take a few minutes to upload whatever you're importing from the Commons. But if you want to see, you're going to see that you're going to have 39 modules, assignments, and pages, everything that we already created for you. So once you have done the import, you're going to go back to your dashboard and you're going to find your personal folder that you created and where you imported this. As you can see, I have many courses on my dashboard. Every time you create a new course, it by default, it goes to the last. It just puts it on the last one. So as you can see, I find that it has a logo, GISC logo, and it says my personal folder. If you want any for have it for you for easy access, you can move it by clicking on these three buttons, and you can just change the title. You can move it to the top. Right now I'm going to move it to the top, and as you can see, it disappeared from the bottom, but it went all the way to the top. Now I have it over here. So once you have it, whatever you want to have it, You just click on it, and you're going to be able to see everything that this template has. And as you can see, you're going to find the main page, the home page, where all the students are going to have access to this home page whenever you put this on the courses created by Skyward when we start the school year. But right now, what you can do once you get this, you can start looking at the different pages and modules that we created inside of it. And what we want you to do is start working on the modules for the students. So you can click on for students, and as you can see, it's going to take you to the modules. The modules, it's where you are going to create all your work. And the first one that it says sample module, do not publish. As you can see, this circle button here, it's not published. That means that no one can see it. But if you see, we left this different documents here, so that way you can get information on how to create the module, how the overview, what to do, the presentations, the information that you can put. If you click on them, it's going to give you information about how to create them and how to work with them. So that's why we left it there for you to use. You're going to have, and everybody's going to have, a welcome module where the first tab is a page about the teacher, and it's just basic information about you with your picture and a little bio. And we have another page where you can put links to different apps that will be decided by your school. What are the apps that you want your students to have easy access, or they can be put over there on that page so they can take it outside the Canvas if they need to use, for example, Prodigy or Dreambox or any other app. If you can see, we already put the modules. The modules are set up by dates every week of the school, and it's ready for you to start putting information. So what you want to do is, once you have this, if you can see, this one doesn't have anything on it. The first one, we put this sample here that it has headers, that it has the days of the weeks. You can use it like this, or you can, since it's your personal one, you can change it. You can treat it the way that you think is going to be easier for you. Like if you want to start working by days or start working by subjects, you can start creating your information using these tabs or creating your own ones. If you notice, the first week we decided that it's important that our students learn about digital citizenship. So make sure that the lessons that you do during the first week include this information. That might be something that you want to discuss with your school. And whenever you want to start working, and I will explain that in another video, but what you're going to do is, if you want to start working here and I want to create, for example, a page, you're just going to click on the plus sign, and you're going to have a drop down menu where you can add any of the files, any of the different things that you can do and add to this. Like I said, I want to do a page because it's my new page. It's nothing that it's already created. I'm going to put new page, and I can put my title. For example, we can do overview or weekly overview. Maybe you want to put some information for all the students to know ahead the work that they're going to do. Like I said, by default, everything is going to be on the bottom. But if you click on this buttons on the left side, you can drag them up. Or you can also move it by clicking on the three dots on the right side and just move it too. So that's how you're going to start creating things. You're just going to click the plus sign and add whatever you want to add, a page, a quiz, discussions. To make sure that it works and the students are able to see this, you have to always publish your work. If it's not published and it looks like this, dark gray, that means that only you can see it. No one else can see it. So if I want to make sure that kids can see it, I'm just going to publish it. How do you know if the students are going to be able to see what you created? If you go from this page, I don't have the student view. But if you go to your bottom on the left side where you have the menu and you have settings, if you go to settings, it's going to take you to the main page of the settings. And on the right side, you're going to see that there is this little glasses that is a student view. You can click on that and your computer is going to change to the way the students are going to see it. And as you can see, it shows you the main page. They're only going to have two bottoms where they can click on the left side, that it will be the home page. That's the one that you're looking at right now, and the modules. We want the students only to have access to those two. They can access their modules clicking on the word, or they can access by clicking on for students. And if I go, these are the only things that they can see right now, because those are the only two modules that we publish. And as you can see, they can see my weekly overview because I did publish it. If you don't see it, it's because you need to publish. Okay. And another thing that we have on the homepage, the homepage is your main page. The parents and the students are going to be able to see. On the top, we put the welcome to the course name. It's just a banner that it's going to be the same at each school. So your school will have to decide what to put there. And we all talked about having those two buttons. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same design, but you need to have those two buttons. And just follow the instructions that it says. It's just a little blurb asking you to just explain, introduce yourself, have clear instructions of what the students are expected to do whenever you have your own courses. And you also have for the parents, and the parents are always going to have 3 links. The first one is going to be your information again, so parents know how to contact you. Forms of files, any forms of files at your school, or your welcome letter, or any information that you want to share with them. And then we added the strategies. So based on the different classes that you have, you can put their information about strategies that they can use. So I just ask you just to download your template on your own personal course and start getting familiar with all the different parts that this course have, so you can start creating your own class. And whenever you don't want to see the student view, just leave the student view and you can go back to your main page. So anytime that you want to change something or fix, for example, here the introduction, what you have to do is on the page that you're just going to click the button edit. And it will take you to the edit page where it's going to give you the different options, just like any document will give you. A word processor document will give you to type or write or add pictures. So start familiarizing with this and working with it, so that way you can see how it works. And once you change something, you just save it. Just make sure that before you move to another page or move around, save your work. If not, it's not going to be saved, and it will delete everything that you did.